Hello everyone, Shanta here. So I am here to I had a couple of people ask me to show how I got the Crackle to be so I guess thick on my balsa box. So I'm just not having time to get around to showing what I did. This tutorial is not mine. I didn't create it. I am just a slow crafter. I take my time. So by the time I get through doing everything, it be set and it just happened to work out correctly. So all I'm going to use is, like in the balsa box, I'm using Linen Stamp Gang as my base instead of the paint, which it doesn't matter. But this is Tainted Love Teal as the base, and I've actually already did this one. This is a plaque that Nurse Terrell 4 sent me, and I've already painted it on, but I'm gonna do it again because I did that, then I went over with some an ink pad, but I've changed my mind, so I'm gonna repaint this on. This is the glue that I have been found the most success with, is this cheap glue right here. Every time I tried to use the Elmer's glue and all the other glues, I could not get it to work. I don't know why. I'm sure it was user error, but this seems to work for me. So this is what I use. I've only done that technique twice, so this will be my third time. I use this all the time and it works. And it's like $1. My room is a catastrophe, so I grab this to put on the top as a top coat. But I may change it, but again, none of that matters. I'm going to use this to apply the glue, and I'm going to paint this on the plaque because I don't like to waste product. So I'm gonna do this off camera, this part, because you know, all I'm doing is nothing. You know, I'm just taking this, use my left hand, I'm just taking this and I'm gonna, you know, put it on. That's it. So it's nothing, no technique in that. Alright, and so I'm gonna do that and let it dry. And once it dries, I'll be right back. I'm gonna cut this off, do that, let it dry, and I'll be right back. Right, bye-bye. Okay guys, this is where I've applied the liquid, the Linen Stamp Gang on the first side, and as you can see from this, when it dries, it's going to be substantially lighter. So just in case some of the newbies would be wondering about that, because it was simple stuff like this that I wanted to know when I first started, and I couldn't get anyone. Well, I didn't know the right people to ask for help. Alrighty, so I'll let everything air dry. I don't use a brush or anything, or air dry or anything. A heat gun. I always just let everything air dry. So I'll be back. Okay, you guys, I'm back. So I forgot to tell you, I said I only needed one brush. I actually got another one for it, because I'm just going to, these just foam brushes throw in the garbage. One for the paint, one for the glue. Okay, and so this is dry. I let it air dry. Just this side, I hadn't did this one yet, but for the purpose of the video. So like I said, I'm just going to use this, and I just take the top off and, you know, squeeze a gunk out. So what I want to say is, with this, what I have found that makes this work is that once I squeeze a hunk of the glue out, I squeeze a hunk of it out, whether it's on here on my brush. When I brush it on, I don't disturb where I'm brushing on. Like if I put some right here, I just brush it here, and I try not to go back over that spot, because I have found out it will crackle, but it will not be those thick crackles like which y'all saw on my box. So I'm gonna see if I can. I'm gonna have to lift this up because this thing is right in front of me. I hope this, and we'll see if this turns out right. And like I said, like just this, I really hate to go back over. It's not gonna, this right here, you will see it's not gonna crackle like the rest of them will. And I am slow, so by the time I get through putting this on, it'll be time for the paint. And like I said, it's not, this is not gonna crackle thick, I can tell you that right now, because I went back over it. But it'll probably be okay for it. See, that is already starting to, oh, I done messed this. I done messed this up. You want to just go in one direction, not like what I just did. Let me move this out the way so I can see what I'm doing. I burnt my hand cooking Christmas dinner. Let me try to speed this up because I'm going too slow. I'm just using too much glue. And I'm going to let this air dry. It's going to take a minute for this all this glue to dry. I used way too much glue. You want to use enough to make it tacky, but you don't want to run out. And if you do this and it doesn't work, then just scrape it off, and you know then that you didn't apply quite enough of glue. And let's see. I said this is way too much glue. I just really just put way too much glue on here. Yep, I did. Alright. In certain spots at least. Then again, I don't know, it may turn out alright. I think this is tacky. Yeah, this is tacky already. So I'm going to put a little right here to cover up this spot. And come on back thing. Alright, so I believe it's probably already tacky enough. I want this that tacky. I'm gonna wait a few couple of seconds. I think that may already be tacky enough. But I use way too much glue, as you can tell, way too much glue. But it still should crackle beautifully. And if it don't, then you won't see the video because I won't release it. I'll just redo it over. And I don't think I've ever used this paint to crackle anything. I don't believe. Let's see. Really just trial and error. Ooh, this side I ain't put no glue on. Man. Ooh. That's gonna be like no glue right there. I should have paid that some attention. Alrighty, so we shall see what. Let me zoom in. You see it's I think I put way too much glue on here, but like I said, I let it air dry, so let me zoom back out. Yep. Alright, so I'm going to cut this off for a couple of minutes. I'm going to go ahead and do it. Hopefully, this will work. I don't think I've ever used this paint though. So I'm just squirting some paint on the paintbrush. And again, I'm just going to do even strokes. And I'm just going to do even strokes. Of this white paint. You can use whatever color you want. But, I should have moved the camera another angle too, because I'm trying to make sure you guys see what I'm doing and it's not helping. Oh yeah, it's already starting to crack. Okay, cool. So that's working. Again, just even strokes. The key is just even strokes. Whatever you do, just use even strokes. And I don't think I've ever used this cheap paint for this, but it's gonna be better as it dries, of course. Is it already cracking? Yep, I believe so. This paint needs some help. Running like water. Yeah, ugh. What is that? I think that gunk came out the paint. Let's see. I don't think this is the best tutorial, but let me just go ahead and do this. This paint is just too runny, people. But it's cracking though. I hope it's thick. I can't remember what paint I used on the last one. It shouldn't matter though. Oh, did I mention I'm heavy-handed to y'all? So keep all this stuff in mind when you go do your own. I'm very heavy-handed. So, you know. But as you can see, it's already starting to crack some. And as it dries, it's only going to get, should only get better as it dries. Just trying to get that little spot right there. Let me zoom in some. I'm trying to move this out the way so I won't have to tear up. Ooh, okay. And as you can see, it's already starting to crack some. So, I use way too much. That paint is just too runny. I think it's old too, because it's starting to clump all up and everything. I should have shook it up better. But, you guys get what I'm saying. But you see, it's already starting to crackle. And so once it dries, let me zoom back out. Once it dries in the morning, I'll come back. I'm going to let this just sit overnight. It's too much paint and too much stuff going on here. So I doubt if it crackle as good. So, and like I said, I may just leave this or post this anyway as a trial and error or whatever. So, I'll be back once it dries, and then we'll see how it looks, and then I can determine whether or not I want to just redo it. Just do the other side with another type of paint or something like that. Yeah, it's crackling, but it doesn't look like it's gonna crackle all the way like I like it. Okay, you guys, I'll be back. Bye-bye. Alright, everybody. I am back, and so actually it's been like 2 or 3 days later. Yeah, I'm back. But anyway, I wanted to share with you guys the finished result of the crackling. And I will say this, I was right in the other video. I'm gonna merge all these videos together. I did use way too much glue. I thought I did, but I wasn't for sure. So because I was trying to do like this so you guys can see what I was doing, I was squeezing out way too much glue. The key to this is making sure that you have the surface covered with glue. Now the thicker, the more you put on, it will determine the thicker the cracks. And this is how it looks. And just like I showed y'all in the other part of the video, that because I went over it twice, it was not gonna crack, and you see it did not. Once you put it on, and if you continue to mess with it, to me it just does not crack. But as you can see, you can even see the glue through the thing. I use way too much glue, and I don't like this paint either. Not for the crackle. It's too liquidy for me. But this is gonna be perfect for what I'm gonna use it for. And so I'm just gonna finish up the back, and whenever I get around to finishing this up, of course I will show it to you guys. But you can see, like I said, just way too much glue. So just keep everything I've said in the other little clips in mind. It's not hard to do it all, but just once you dry it off, once you put the glue on, you know, just do everything in long, even strokes, and try only to go over it one time, because that will keep it from getting deep, really deep, you know, cracks. Like this right here is okay, but you know, I like the humongous cracks, but this is just ridiculous. It was way too much glue. Yeah, I can't stress that enough. Alright, you guys, that's it. I'm gonna merge all these together, upload this video. You guys have a blessed day, and hopefully this was helpful to someone. You know, I do my best, but I am not a tutorialist. But I will try to share what I can, when I can, the best way that I can, if it makes any sense. Alright, you guys, bye bye.